Welcome back. We're here to cover the Karmic third-party read, and we have changed the disclaimers. They are going to be updated directly below. And make sure that you are in a good vibration when viewing the content, and know that there are some tips that we do provide, and that's making sure that you're grounded, you have the support system, and maybe even creating a private folder to save videos if you're not up to watching them right away and returning to them after. Now, we are going to get straight into the energy. This is a dynamic month, and we are directly going to look at the karmic third party. Now, where would we start? I feel this is a difficult 18 months we're moving through. We're already into it with the nodes and Pisces. And I do feel these individuals, especially in this frequency at this point in time, they are kind of sensing a shift, and it is causing some dynamics for them where they are feeling within their most intimate connections as not feeling as balanced. We get the crowning energy, and it could be that this impatience is rising within them and frustration, both within their connections, their own life. And it's almost like throwing the baby out with the bathwater. And I feel they're getting very impatient with circumstances not turning out the way they feel are fit for them. And this is causing some frustration. Now, overall, there is an imbalance within the chakras happening. There is an overactivity within some of the chakras, which is it's perfectly normal, especially from an ascension point of view and understanding astrology. We have planets direct, we have Pluto retrograde, we have a time in which we are moving into Aries energy with Neptune and Saturn. So we do have the frequency of this playing out in the collective. And, you know, this individual's kind of thinking that the challenging times are in the past. And look, some of the decision making might be based around, well, things are getting too difficult, so I'm just going to throw caution to the wind. And it's funny because this person's really looking for glory. They're really wanting to go into their future in the way that they see fit. But, you know, in their heart, they really do need to choose their battles wisely. They really do need to maybe face some battles. And the thing is, sometimes when we are making very rash, irrational decisions based on an emotional factor, we actually, sometimes consciously, but angrily so, make decisions maybe that if we had stood back and looked at the painting, we might have delayed making. And I feel this is actually destabilizing the karmic third party's life at this point in time. There could be a third party energy, and it could be on this individual side. It might be that they are looking at a different path, but also something that's really being shown to me at the moment is they're having this synchronistic awareness in the heart of the read that there were a lot of people they were attracting into their life that were quite similar, and they don't quite understand the reasons why that's so. We've got a lot of sevens here. We have a lot of sevens here. I feel abundance for them is something in question. Their value systems are very much up in question. And I feel it's almost like, you know, I'm saying it again, those moments in your own personal life, I think we all directly can relate, where you're just so frustrated. You like, look at the warning signs, look at the red flags, and we're just like, let's just totally ignore them because I want what I want. I want to do what I want to do. And this person, through anger and frustration, is reacting to circumstances. And I feel with this, it's like they're wanting to liberate themselves out of a circumstance that to them is feeling a burden. I don't necessarily feel that it is to do with counterpart. I feel this is in general, but I feel inadvertently there is an element of codependency coming through here. This can be dangerous because when we are in this vibration, instead of something being about love, it can be about a personal need. And, you know, one would hope the reasons why we're in connections is for authentic reasons. And I feel at this point, there could be greed going on with this individual and the person wanting to really go in. It's funny because it's almost like if something was done in the dark. Their guides are telling you need to really have some empathy here. You need to really look at, and this is a tribal situation. We have, and this did come through in counterparts energy. We've got unhealthy boundaries here. I feel that I'm going to pull a clarify for the past because I feel that these challenging times, I don't necessarily feel it's only the context of the past. And I don't know why this is coming through, but it feels as though something from the past is coming back. And if this person is not seeing clearly, they need to be very careful. For some of them, it's almost like a revelation that should have been careful. For others, it's more like, regardless, throwing caution to the wind. I want what I want. And this is a battle. Okay, it says it loud and clear. We have possession, and we've got the base chakra. We've got some family-related dynamic. We've got anger. Like I said, this person's really coming through this week like they're owed. They're not thinking, they're not looking at things. They're sort of like, look, especially when it comes to the past position, the chakra card clarifier is a number 7, possession. And they're holding a crystal ball. So for some, it's like they want to know the future. They see it. They knew this was coming, but regardless, it's like, that's what I wanted at that point in time, and I went and did it. And it's like something's coming back to haunt them. It's going to impact their finances, their belonging, their assets, their treasures. And again, I'm not really sensing so far. We'll get further into it. Romantic feelings. It's a very selfish energy this week. Base chakra again, something to do with family and home. I want what I want. I need what I want. These are my base levels. There could be some conflict going on with family. And again, we have 8. We have the success and growth in reverse. Again, I'm going to pull a clarify because my guide's ultimately showing me that this person's actions are definitely bringing them undone. They're walking without looking. They're stepping without feeling. They're not thinking. And they're literally walking themselves into their own trap. Yeah, this is going to cause sadness for them. Could it be their response because they're sad they're doing this? Possibly. But this is a war between 2 energies. This is conflict between 2 individuals. They're not giving up, though. They're definitely not giving up. But something is going to be changed and something is coming to the surface. They're trying to keep it under wraps. But this is going to be about the past. I do feel the person that was intimately, and I'm saying this is really strange. For some, I do feel these individuals are already broken up. This did come through in counterpart. This could be a very dominant energy this week, and thus the reason this is coming through. If they have not broken up, I do feel this is on the cards. For some, this very much is an old karmic situation. And any karmic entanglement that they were directly dealing with, it's like it's coming back up for clearing and changing. And I very much do feel this is to do with family, children, tribe, a physical environment, maybe a sharing of assets. We do have the outcome card in reverse. And again, I still get the vibe. Their confidence might be shaken. They may be shocked from this outcome, and I just don't think this situation's going in their favour. They're really wanting to pull it back, but while they're in this fight and flight, I just feel this is a very, very difficult week. That they may also be thinking something can't be taken from them. It can be, especially if they took something that wasn't theirs or stated something was somebody else's. It feels as though there is a conflict. Yeah, it feels like this is going to cost them dearly. Something wasn't covered. Their tracks weren't covered, and I just get they're going to regret it. Regret, but a little too late. Now, if you do want to see the masculine and the feminine update, we do have it over on the main page. Otherwise, you can check them in the blog posts and the updates each week. I do put the links in there. Separately, if you are needing a booking or you wish to get onto a brand new membership, we have had it open to the members since around March this year, and they've been really settling into it, getting used to the environment. We are adding new content. Now, the second round is coming up, and if you are wanting to get on that list, you can get the link directly below this video. Otherwise, we will see you next week. And yes, we do cover bookings online. Take care, and I'll see you soon.